Previously at Yosemite National Park. Well, Rob suggested a small swampy area with the Theory, and Cold Handorf suggested to add a pair of Theories here. So I'm thinking, why not marry those two ideas and create a mini marshy area here and add the Theories with Oviraptors. And on the other side, I'm going to add Ankylosaurus with maybe Dilos. Very nice. So this is our swamp. I like it a lot. Lots of tapijaras. Who else came here? There's another. There are several Barbies here. You know what? I gave in last time. I'm going to give in this time. There's nothing I can do about this, and it's okay. It's okay. So let's, I guess, get started on this territory right here. And think about this also. I think I'm going to add the aloe here. It just somehow feels right. And Rob Earth, you said you would include Stegosaurus and Dreadnoughtus with the aloe. I'm going to see if I'm going to do that. I'll leave it open for debate. I think it depends on how I choose to decorate this, this habitat. So, it also means that we are going to have to build another waterfall, which I am, of course, happy to do. But first, let's replenish some feeders. Wonderful. Okay, so here we are going to get a little swampy again with the fairies. So let me I'm trying to create small side arms to this river. And hopefully this is going to work out the way I'm hoping. Hopefully, I'm hoping. Excellent English. So, how does this? Is this swampy, marshy enough for us? I don't think so. No! What happened here? Okay, so does this make any sense? I feel like it could make sense. Okay, so I'm just putting up lots of ginkgos here in this marshy section and mix it with the regular trees. It's a cute little swamp. That wasn't the plan. Okay. I'm thinking just for starting off, this is enough. And let's breed the theory. Do you guys have any... Ooh, I'm leaving this question for the next episode. I'm also trying to make those shorter because these hour-long episodes are really long. And I figured this is in the long run, this is just not going to work out. So you guys, do you have any skin suggestions for the pair of theories that I'm going to put in this mini swamp? I'm not going to breed them now. And I'm waiting for skin suggestions because I really don't have any favorite skins for the theories. I'm not the biggest fan of the patterns. Yeah, so you tell me which skins you really like. And I'll just try and give them. And I'll breed them. I'm not trying. I will breed them. So I'm just doing some basic minimal terrain elevation here. I'm just loosely smoothing it like a crazy person. So this is where the theory is going to live, the theories. Together with, what did we say? Oviraptors, which is, of course, a beautiful idea. I have, immediately after we got the Oviraptors, I have introduced them to a theory exhibit that I have been building on my own, on my Germany park that I'm shortly going to do a tour, I think, and I'm going to randomize because they are all beautiful. And I think we need a lot of them. 16 is fine. So while we're at it, let me first I'm going to need to work first on this lovely waterfall that I want to create here. So I think I need to delete this fence. And let's first start adding elevation around this cute little lake here. Wonderful. And this, so that we okay, so now we'll just go in with the snow right away. First rock. Rock first. And then some snow. How does this look? I like that you can still see the rocky structure underneath. That's actually pretty nice. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. And now I need to create the ridge. And I think this one is pretty convincing here. What about this one? Yeah. I know there is this trick to connect them, but I don't think it works here, so I have to find a different solution to my water area. So I want to create this blockage so that it looks like the water is going on further into this direction. Can I place one of those right here? That would be nice. Hello. Yeah. And can I really not get closer with the water? I guess not. Well, that's a shame. So more ridge stuff that needs to be done. And I think this looks convincing. Does it? Like so. Really small one. So this is where the water is coming through. Oh, this would be nice if it fit here. Yeah, it does. Just have to. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I like that. It's a shame that the shadow is sort of ruining the illusion, but that's something that we can deal with another time, not today. Okay. Yeah, I really want to create the illusion that the water really only has the one possibility to, and it is to just follow this ridge right here. Right here. I have problems today. Is this making sense? Is it actually... Sure. Sure. This one makes me happy. You guys, I have always tried making waterfalls, but I never have had the idea to use snow for it, for the white water. Which is mind-boggling to me. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I hope you do too. Where? Why? I want to place you, my friend. Maybe it's not there. Maybe I can place you right here. Because I need to continue this ridge. And I want you to be as close together as possible. I'm so sorry, guys. This is really a thickness, yes, a sickness. I keep singing, quote unquote singing, and I do this at work as well. Now, my colleagues have gotten used to it and actually say that they miss the singing when I'm not there, which I don't really believe, but it's not for everyone, I guess. feel like I want to put another large one here in the hopes that this creates a nice effect. And I think it's okay right like this. Just some more of the snowy texture, and then it's just a case of adding a few more of the smaller rocks to this waterfall moment. So that I can move forward with this lovely water design element. These random rocks here, they're not doing much for me. That's okay, I think. Right? Okay, waterfall. Just a little touch of the patchy snow here. Awesome. And here we go, just another waterfall. So now I can start fencing this section off. And I think I want to give this waterfall to the aloe. This area looks really small. Is it going to be... I think yes. No. Or maybe... Now my brain is completely... overwhelmed. I'm thinking of adding the Ankylosaurus here with Dilophosaurus, but I feel like this right here is too small, so I would like to have them come all the way up here. But where would I then... I mean, I can just have the fence go around like this, and then they could just seemingly share a bit of space with the aloe. Which I think would be more interesting. Right? So the Anki Dilo here. Fairy with please skin suggestions right here. Oh, by the way, I just remembered I wanted to name a dinosaur after Eva's cat, which is called Yuki, and I know that this is not a dinosaur. But I think Crazy Cat Yuki are a fantastic couple. So, let's actually start getting those. What do we have here? Oviraptors! Have I finished the fence here? I have. Okay, so I can release the Oviraptors for... I hope they won't be hunted by the cats. I think I will have to turn hunger off. But then again, I'm afraid to turn hunger off because I can't turn off the hunting. It's not part of the combat behavior. It's part of the hunger behavior. But if I turn that off, I'm afraid that my flying reptiles will just... I have actually no idea what I'm afraid they might do, but I'm afraid they might do horrible things. So I'm not trying this today. I'm trying to keep this episode really short. So yeah. Anki. I'll make a decision here. I want a bumpy. And I'm adding a bumpy. And you guys can give me suggestions on how many I should add to the bumpy. And maybe if you like, you can give me skin suggestions, although I know that the Anki doesn't have the most, how can I say this? Exciting skins? Yeah. It's pretty sad, but it is what it is. So I'm just placing this fence here in the hopes that this is enough for the dinosaurs not to squeeze through. But just in case, I'll see if I can add a just a small rock barrier. Wonderful. I don't think that anyone could squeeze through here. I'm just to be safe, adding a few small ones. Yeah. There's some space here that I think could be dangerous. So I'll just fill it with other rocks. And I don't think that this might be something where someone could squeeze through. But I want to be safe. And just just really block it. Okay. So, what I'm really interested in is to see if this one is hungry. It's not getting hungry, which is great. Because I have hunger turned on only for the carnivores, and this one is an omnivore, so that's good to know, because I didn't plan on placing a feeder there, and I don't think they have a hunting animation, but I will place a feeder just somewhere random for the dilos that I'm going to do next, and I'm going to place a feeder here for the aloes, and I think the aloes should have space, but this looks like a lot of space, does it? Because I'm going to get going on... Should we just give them... I'm just... Wow, I guess it's really interesting and exciting to watch me think. But I'll just put a fence up somewhere. Well, I guess I'm putting a fence somewhere else. And like this. Well, this is working out terribly outside of buildable area. Yeah, I know. Hello. Please give me something, game. I hope that's enough. If not... So here we are going to... I'm just giving them a goat feeder as well. No, I'm not. But what I'm thinking about is actually... Let's just do the Anki. Social, tolerant, and humble. And she's going to be our alpha female. I have a filter applied, which I don't need. I'm going to do one Allosaurus with the 2022 skin. And I think it's going to be our alpha male. And I think it would be nice to add a female with another skin. And maybe you guys have a suggestion for one. So I'm just going to breed this one aloe for the moment. And just release the rest of the Oviraptors. I'm so hoping that they won't get hunted by the catses. And while they are being delivered, I feel like I want to do something different with this one. I want to introduce the leafy climbers to this. Because I never feel like I can use these palm trees or whatever they are as natural vegetation. Because, well, I don't think this fits all of the biomes, except for the tropical ones and maybe the desert. But I'm just going to pretend that they are ferns. And maybe they are. Maybe I'm completely mistaken about my assessment that they are palm trees. But I want to have those logs here. I'm really concentrating, so I'm having trouble talking. I'm so sorry. And yeah, I'm adding those today. Just to mix it up a little and have this little swampy section look a little different from the other one. And I really like what these logs add to this area. Wow, this is so overgrown. Which I guess is nice for a little swampy section. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Actually like this. Okay, great. So just to make this a little more open, I'm going to get rid of this tree. And I think this one also. Yeah, it's just too much. It's too much. It has to be really lush and sweet. Sweet. I want this dead tree to go away. Go away. Maybe I should sprinkle in a few redwoods. Just to mix it up a little. How about those dead here? Okay. Just got rid of the dead trees, which doesn't make me sad. Go away. Hello? Aha. Why does it get rid of the dead tree? Thank you. Well, that's nice. Okay, and I'm going to continue to just sprinkle in where I think there's just a little too much ginkgo action going on. Some of the regular, redwoods. Just to open it up a little. And just mixing in a few of the individually placeable ones. Just to make this a really mixed forest. And then also some of those. Too close to someone. All right. So maybe a little bit of fluffiness. Fluffy is always good, always nice. Who doesn't like a fluffy tree? And a few bushes. Just Just make it really stuffed with vegetation. And also because Rob said add lots of bushes to the swamp where this fairy is going to live. And I swore to do what you told me to, so here I am, obliging to your requests. Lots of fluffiness. Fluffy. And I think this is a pretty impressive swampy environment. I think the theory we like it here. The pair of theories we're having. Wow, I'm in love with this. I don't know, I just really like these overgrown, lush, natural landscapes. And I really like this one. There's just this patch here that looks completely untouched. But I'm going to fix this with some light sand. Just a few sandy splotches. And dirt. Don't you dare hunt my oviraptors. I think they are pretty fine just staying over there, which is great. So I think this environment also needs a few of the black rocks. No, you know what? I'm not going with rocks in this thing. I don't need to, because I think there is already enough going on. It's busy enough. And I don't want to add rocks, which is pretty seldom. Is that the word? Which is a rare thing for me to say I don't want to add rocks, but I don't. So here's a bumpy, and I'm also going to do Dilo. And I'm adding one from the 2022 skins. So just that we remember we want to add them here. And you guys can tell me. I so don't care. You just can tell me if you have any skin ideas for the Dilos, because I know that the skins for them are just really different. And I honestly have no preference, so you just go right ahead and tell me if you have a favorite skin. If not, I'll just go with random for the rest of them. And I'll just mix a nice herd of Dilos. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, what else do I want to do here? I think I'm going to wrap this up once the dinosaurs are added. I'll just give them a little bit of forest. And maybe mix in a few redwoods just to add some variation. Maybe here as well, so that they just blend in nicely. And that's, I think, pretty much all I'm going to do today. Let's fly out the rest of our placeholders. The Dilo, which is going to be so lonely. And the Aloe. And then I guess that's pretty much it. Let me just look at what our flying reptiles doing. This Barbadactylus apparently really migrated here, but that's okay with me. You know what? I don't care. I just can't. There's someone. There are also Sierradactyluses here. What did I tell you? But why didn't they come? I mean, the feeders were here before I added the Tapejara. Why didn't they come here before? I think that's strange. I really do. Wallace is here. Well, Wallace, that's okay by me. You have your friends here, lots of other flyers. That's just fine. And I also think, but I think this is something I'm going to do next time, that I will place a few of those ranger posts so I don't have to send them every time something needs to be replenished. And I can just assign ranger teams. So let me fly out the aloe. And then I'll just talk about what should live here. Yeah, what should live here? Because, Colt, you were saying T-Rex, yes, absolutely. Morris intrepidus, yes, absolutely. And Albertosaurus is also fine. So I want to do a little T-Rex family somewhere. But I don't think I want to add them next to the aloe. It's just because they are both the apex predators. And maybe it might make sense to have the two territories of them just meet each other. Because I really think I want to have the T-Rexes just not smack in the middle of this wide plain, but I just want them to have maybe like this section right here. This one, you know? And maybe we'll do that. I just write it down. And you guys can tell me what you think about this. Also, I'm asking you, should we introduce some snowy areas? I'm thinking of adding snow here, actually, because it's the most elevated. And I'm thinking of elevating it even more because there is so much mountain stuff around it. And as I said, I want to change all of these nature stuff things that we have a bit. So snow might not be the worst idea. Aha, there's our aloe, and I'm going to name it Clay because that was the request. So this is Clay, our alpha male. That is really loud. And it has been through a lot of fights, which is why it's looking so terrible and ugly. And it has this really crusty snout with lots of scars. Wonderful. And where is the bumpy? Where did it go? There it is. And do we have a dilo? There it is. It's really lonely. It needs some friends. So it's up to you guys. And I'm thinking, since we have our flying reptiles pretty much everywhere around this park, why don't we just add some here with the aloe. Because I don't know if I want to add the dread, because the dreadnoughts, they will constantly be panicking because of the aloe. But the stego, it might be a good idea. Look how small it is in this area. I thought this was smaller. I wanted to give it extra space, but I think I could have gone smaller. Well, I don't care. What is it saying? How much space does it need? Well, it's perfectly fine with this little bit of space. Okay, so maybe the dread and the dreadnought aren't a bad idea. I'll think about this some more, and you guys just tell me what you think about the T-Rex idea in this section here that is separated by this river from the rest of the animals. And you tell me what you think about Stego and Dreadnoughtus with the with the Allosaurus. I want to hear skin suggestions, or at least how many Ankies I should add to this, and skin suggestions for the Dilophosaurus. And that's pretty much it for today. No crazy action today, but I think that's a nice change, or whatever you would call this. It's a nice change of things for once, that I'm not completely obsessing over the flying reptiles. It's also been good for my soul, honestly. And I hope this video didn't turn out too long. I really tried to keep it short. I thank you so much for all your comments. Colt, you are unbelievable. Thank you so much. I didn't answer your last comment. It was so long and there was so much in there. I thank you. Thank you so much. I thank all of you guys for doing this with me, because it's really fun. And I hope you stay tuned and that I will read you next time. Bye.